In this video, I'm going to go over some pretty easy online business ideas for 2018. Now, I myself have quite a few, actually I wouldn't say quite a few, but I myself partake in some online business endeavors, I guess you could say. I have my YouTube channel, which I would consider a business. I'm going to start doing some of these ones that I'm listing off in this video, as well as a couple other things that are like related to my YouTube channel. YouTube's really my main business, and I have other ones branching off of it, but some of the ones I have branching off could even be businesses in their own. So I'm going to jump right into the video. So breaking this down, there's really like a lot of great ways to make money online without spending a whole lot of money, besides obviously having access to the internet. And it can even be as simple as your phone, even if you have an old crappy phone, or you don't have to necessarily have like a brand new iMac or a brand new iPhone X or anything like that. You can even have just really any access to the internet at all to be able to do a lot of these things. But some things that I don't think are very good at online businesses that some people have been like promoting or talking a lot about are like SEO, social media marketing, and drop shipping. Those three seem to be like very, very popular right now because I think there's a lot of like big online social media like gurus or so self-proclaimed gurus that kind of promote this stuff, but I don't actually think they're very viable or necessarily easy ways to make money online. Like SEO takes a whole lot of prior knowledge and like coding skills and like a lot of things that most average people don't have. Social media marketing is literally an entire business in itself. It's just simply a marketing business that someone put social media in front of their name. So that itself literally requires a degree to go do. You can't just come out of high school or come out of college and do that. It takes a lot of work. Then drop shipping also, I just think that is complete bullshit. I think I don't honestly believe any of those stupid ads I see that claim that people are making $40,000 a month off of drop shipping. That's just not realistic unless they're putting in $100,000 to do it. But anyways, getting into my ideas for online businesses in 2018. And just so you know, like I said before, I'm not BSing. This is like actual things that I plan on doing or am doing right now. So the first thing is really to like create some sort of entertainment or some sort of media online. And this can be through a couple of forms. And what you're going to want to do with this media later on is create revenue through ads by this. And probably the easiest way to do that is through Google AdSense. You can do that on videos, on websites, on blogs. Google AdSense is really great and easy to sign up, and it pretty much works anywhere. And on Google AdSense, once you actually get $100 of total revenue, you can get it deposited into your bank account each month or however you want it deposited. But not going to get too into that. So the first idea that's in this category, really you can either create a media or an entertainment form off of either video, voice, or writing. And the easiest one I think to do for most people is video, and that would be most likely uploading videos to either YouTube, or there also is like Twitch if you're a gamer, or Vimeo. There's a couple other platforms, but really the best one is YouTube unless you're like niche specific and you're like a gamer, then head over to Twitch. But I myself run my YouTube account or my YouTube channel, and I make roughly around $500 to like $600 a month from it right now. And it's relatively small. I only have like 4,000 subscribers, but I could still generate a decent income. And I've treated YouTube like a business from day one. And if you do treat YouTube like a business, like a lot of people do, you actually can make a lot of money from that. And you have like, I guess at the bottom you have AdSense, and then you have like a lot of other things you can do to continue that revenue up. But there are people out there that make 6-7 figures from YouTube revenue. Even people with only like 20-30 subscribers are able to make a full-time living and create a full-time business off of YouTube. So I've even seen people as little as like 5,000 subscribers, even close to my channel-based subscription, that are able to make close to 6 figures off of YouTube, which I think is really crazy and really amazing that people are able to do that. But anyways, YouTube can be a great way to really provide like some sort of like entertainment or education or whatever it might be, or some sort of media form to whatever you want to talk about. The next one would be podcasting, which would be similar to YouTubing, but without the video, just the audio only. This is very similar to YouTube, except you really can't necessarily put like Google ads in it as easily. You can work some things in that depending on what platform you're using, but the easiest one probably uploading to SoundCloud or uploading to like Apple iTunes podcasts. But podcasting may be a great way to literally just sit in front of your microphone. You can even grab your phone, talk about whatever you want to talk about, and just upload it. And maybe eventually, once you start getting a following, start getting some sponsorships, start doing actual advertisements of your own. Like if you listen to like any popular podcast, unless they're advertising themselves, there's probably a good chance like randomly throughout the podcast they'll be like, oh, and this podcast was brought to you by blah blah blah. They actually get money and revenue from that, and I do know quite a few people out there who have relatively successful podcasts, and I believe, along with a lot of other people, that voice is growing huge. Like I mean, you can't really see it too well over here out of the camera view, but I have my Amazon Echo over here, and literally every single morning when I wake up, I say, hey, I'm not going to say its name because then yours might go off if you have an Echo or a Dot behind you, but you say, hey Echo, what's the news? Or I say, hey, can you play this for me, play that for me? Literally every single morning when I wake up. So I think voice is going to be very big, and it is definitely a very great way you can make money off of an online business. And I myself am probably going to make a podcast in the next couple of months or so, hopefully. But the next way to do this, we went over the video in voice, but the next way you can make a pretty easy online business, I think this is actually the easiest, that probably requires the least amount of equipment. Even though you can do video on your phone, it might not be the best quality, and same with podcasting, it might not be the best quality, but this one you can 100% pull up any computer, any laptop, even do it on your phone, is really just blogging or creating article driven website. Now I myself have done this in the past actually, but I just didn't put enough time and effort to it, and I kind of dropped it. I want to do it again eventually, probably over the summer with my podcasting. Those are two side businesses or side incomes that I'm going to start up during the summer. But online blogging you can make a whole lot of money from, and you can also work in affiliate marketing and stuff like that, and really all of these. But blogging is a really easy way. I mean, all you literally have to do is find something you like to talk about or like to do, whatever it might be. Like if you're into, let's say, investing like myself, I could very easily go out there, create a free website, start talking about investing on it, just start posting articles, promoting it on social media, promoting it just in general to my friends and family, and then eventually hope to get more people to see it and view it. I myself started blogging and doing it. It was a couple years ago. Our website was literally about nothing, just about news in general, and we were actually getting a few hundred people watching it every single day, which was kind of cool and nice. And we were literally talking about nothing and only promoting it on our Facebooks, not using ads or anything like that. I was actually able to grow relatively big. So blogging, even though there's definitely a lot of people out there and what you want to talk about might be a little bit crowded, but if you have something interesting to say and you're maybe a better writer than you are a speaker in front of the camera, blogging can be a great way to make some money online, and it could eventually be created into a business if you are actually good about it, and maybe eventually you start having other people write for you and stuff like that. But anyways, those are the three ways, and those three ways have a lot of other ways you can spin money off of it and spin other maybe side businesses off them as well. But anyways, I'm going to really go to the next part of online businesses that you can easily create in 2018. So basically the next thing that you can do is really offer a service or product digitally. And there's a lot of ways to do this. I know a way that you can relatively easily do this is if you're an expert or know a whole lot about something, or have a very strong opinion about something, even in some cases, you can be an online consultant / coach. For example, let's say you are really good at working out, you work out every single day, you post pictures on your Instagram, and you have a really chiseled body or really hot body. There's a good chance that people are out there are going to want to know what you do, what you eat, what your workouts are, and how you get to be the way, how you work out, how you get your physique. And this is just one example, but people would literally pay you probably pretty penny per hour to like teach you or train them online, whatever it might be, even just do a Skype call with them. I mean, I know people in my community, in the investing community, that charge like $50 an hour to talk to someone for literally an hour just about investing and about what they should do with it, even though they're not like certified or anything like that. Which, not sure the legality of the situation. I'm sure they have it handled legally, but you do have to be careful, like, with that. Like, for example, I couldn't, like, say I'm a financial advisor and then go out and try to consult people about it. You would have to do it legally, but online coaching, online consulting, excuse me, is definitely a way that you can make some money and create a definite business around that. I know plenty of people that do that. Specifically, I know people that do it in the investing and in the like workout world, but you could do that with literally anything, even like fantasy football. Like I know people that do it in as well. The next thing that you can do is publish ebooks / like PDF like courses almost. It's kind of weird, the second one, but ebooks, everyone knows ebooks. It's very, very easy to publish ebooks on Amazon. I mean, anyone can literally do it. It's totally free to do as well. So if you want to write about a novel, or if you just want to write about anything at all, you can go out there, type it up, and put it on Amazon and digitally. You don't have to like print out books or anything like that. Amazon can also do that for you if you're interested in that, but Amazon publishing is super, super easy. And if you're good at writing, or you have something cool to talk about, or have some cool stories to talk about, you can go fiction or nonfiction. It doesn't really matter. I myself would probably publish a book on like investing, or like how to invest for beginners, or beginning steps to investing, or like maybe my investing philosophy or something like that. And I would assume that, a pretty small chunk of my channel would probably buy it, and I would probably, make some decent profits off of that. And I actually do know people out there that literally just publish like nonfiction books about certain topics. Like they'll go out there, research the topics, write up a little short ebook, publish it, sell, maybe a couple hundred copies, even, maybe even less than that. But because they're massively producing them and putting out so many of them, they're actually making decent profits off of it and actually creating it into a business. So online ebook publishing can be a good way to go. And if you don't want to write out a full book, you can just as easily make almost like a PDF type of thing, which is almost like a little outline that you can create. You can also technically sell this on Amazon, but you can also sell it at like other places very easily as well. Amazon is probably the best one I know of right now, but if you want to like type out like I keep making references to fantasy football because I'm probably planning on to do this, and I've done this in the past, and know people have done this in the past. But if you printed out a fantasy football PDF cheat sheet, people would probably come and buy that pretty easily. I've actually done it in the past with people, or know people that have done it, and even though it's not the length of a book, people like that because it's shorter, it's more concise to read, and especially if it's something like a directions or like a step-by-step thing. Sometimes it's easier to just make a PDF type format rather than an actual book. But anyways, the next thing that you could really do besides that, that's really offering like an online product digitally or like a service digitally, is online courses. And I've considered making one. A lot of people, when people like me make courses like that, they consider them like a sellout. But the main thing with courses is that you can go on YouTube and look up any video for free. So when you're making a course, you have to make sure that your course is way more valuable than anything people would be able to find free. So with a course, you can go to, I think it's like Udemy or Teachable. I've signed up for Teachable in the past, but if you're an expert in the field, or you know a lot about a field, or think people would be interested in hearing of what you have to say about something, you could definitely consider creating a course that people would pay for, a one-time fee or like a monthly fee, depending on what your course is. And you just make a handful of videos about the course, and like I said before, you have to make sure that the quality and the information they're receiving is better than something they can just simply Google, because or else people are going to get mad and post bad reviews of your course, and you're not going to make a whole lot of money. So courses is definitely a good way to go. The next one I'll be talking about is social media, and I'm not talking about like Facebook advertising or trying to sell companies Facebook advertisements or anything like that. What I mean by this is mainly on Instagram and Twitter. You can also swing this on other social media accounts. I've seen people do it on Pinterest and on Snapchat and even in some cases on Facebook pages. But basically what you do, let's say I'm very interested in Game of Thrones. Let's say I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. So what I would do is make a Game of Thrones Instagram fan account page. And then after some time, if I'm posting consistently, if I'm like posting the right hashtags, if I like follow some people here and there, posting every day, doing good Instagram techniques, maybe even considering the Gary Vaynerchuk like 180 Instagram strategy, you could definitely get a pretty decent following. And then eventually you could even possibly have some sponsors contact you if you get big enough. I know a lot of people out there that actually manage like 20 Instagram accounts that are about totally different things, but they make decent money off of it, from sponsorships, from possibly even selling their own goods or services. And there's a whole lot of things you could spin off that. It's similar to the one that I was talking about with a YouTube channel, but you can do this with an Instagram account, a Twitter account if you have like funny things to tweet or creative things to tweet. And you can even do this if you're like a photographer, a videographer, whatever it might be. If you have some sort of content that's in like a picture form that you wouldn't want to like just necessarily sell straight up, but you would want to put on your Instagram, make a separate account for it and go with that and focus on that separate account niche specific. And I think that would be a great way to make some money. I myself have tried this in the past. It actually has worked for me in the past pretty well. I actually had a pretty sizable account that I got rid of and gave to someone else for like $50, I think. And this was years ago on Instagram, like close to when Instagram was like first coming out, like probably a couple of years after Instagram first came out. I sold an account to someone, actually made a little bit of money. So now, considering Instagram is much, much bigger, I wouldn't necessarily say sell it, but I would say that you could make a business off of it. And you're literally just screenshotting or taking pictures of things you like and posting them, so it's not super hard. But the last couple like online businesses that you can do, the last one is really just affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing could be applied to any of these, but what affiliate marketing is, if you look in the description in this video, I have links to Amazon. So basically every single time you click that link, and if you go to Amazon and buy a product from Amazon, even if it's not the product you clicked or the link you clicked, if you buy something within like 24 hours, I get a very small commission on that. And you could post these links wherever you want. I just do it in my YouTube descriptions because that's just the only place I really have to post them. I don't really have anywhere else to post them, and they do help support the channel and everything. But affiliate marketing can make you a whole lot of money, especially if you're like doing content on YouTube, let's say, where you're like reviewing products or unboxing products or just like talking about like certain products, or like, let's say, like the best cameras to buy or something like that, or the best like books to buy. If you're like promoting or talking about any sort of product that's available to buy online, you could very easily get into affiliate marketing. And this could apply to any of these, like really any of these businesses. That could be like a side branch to it or a business in itself. I've seen people do this for business in itself before, but affiliate marketing is definitely a great way to make some extra money in any of these businesses or create a business of your own. And just one thing to note as I'm closing off the video here, I know this one's a little bit longer, but I kind of had a lot to say and I didn't really want to like skimp anything or go too short on it, but I could make an individual video on every single one of these separate businesses. But anyways, to close it out, like all these businesses are good ideas, but if you just start one like from scratch and have nothing backing it up at all, it might be a little bit difficult. Like, for example, I have my YouTube channel as a business right now. Like, I post videos every single day, and I have been doing so for months and months and months, and my channel is still not very big. It's only 4,000 subscribers, and I only make like $500-600 a month. So I think one thing that would help greatly that I didn't develop in the past, but I'm trying to develop more, is having a personal brand or just a strong following online will help all of your online businesses, regardless of what it was. Like, for example, someone very famous online right now that a lot of people follow is Casey Neistat. If Casey Neistat went out and made any of these businesses about anything, he would probably make 6 figures off of it in the first month. But if I made any of these businesses or anything right now, because I don't have a strong online following, well, I have like a semi-strong online following, but not very strong, there's probably a good chance pretty much no one would follow them, and the business would take quite a while to start up. So even just posting on social media every day, or trying to get more followers, or just starting a really basic YouTube channel or a really basic blog, really doing anything like that, just the bare minimum, just while you have free time every day, can help with any online business you're going to be doing. And another thing to note too about all these online businesses is that a lot of them can play off each other. Like, for example, from my YouTube channel, I could make a podcast that goes along with it. I could make a blog that goes along with it. I could online consult people about investing in the stock market. I could publish an ebook about the stock market. I could create a video course about the stock market. I could create an Instagram about the stock market that relates to my YouTube channel. Like, every single one of these online business ideas can relate to one another, so you can literally make one business focusing on one of these, like maybe starting a blog or a channel or a podcast, and then branch off the other business ideas as well. But anyways, guys, that's it for the video. Sorry it's a little bit long. I wanted to explain each one a little bit. I didn't just want to list them off because this is not very helpful for you guys or me or anyone really. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and comment below what you think about these business ideas and if you have any other possible online business ideas for 2018. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video.